Hello everyone, Chewy here with the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video featuring my 3v3 teams I plan on using for this Grand Arena, at least for now. This is obviously subject to change. Once you get in and find out what things are working well, what things are not, you can, obviously it's important to make those changes as things go, but this is where I am at as it stands. So I'll go through these teams. I actually don't know how many there are. I'm sure there's, I'm guessing there's probably around 26 or 28, somewhere around there. But obviously more can be made, but these are the ones I think that will be the most efficient. These top teams, these are the teams that I currently plan on putting on defense. We'll start out with General Grievous with B2 and BB8. Obviously, we know Grievous is fantastic. BB8 is there just to help him get outgoing quick, so he can do quick damage, and then B2 is there to remove buffs and just make life miserable for the other player. So that is pretty self-explanatory, standard team. Then we got the Night Sisters with Mother Talzin lead, Daka and Spirit. This is an annoying team, and Daka can be super annoying. And so it's there to steal banners from you and again make life miserable. We got Palpatine with Bastila and Malik. Not much needs to be said. We got the turn meter train that Bastila Shan Fallen provides. We got Malik doing his thing, and then Palpatine obviously getting the whole thing going with his leadership. We got Crew. This team is surprisingly difficult. I got plenty of holds in the last time 3v3 was around, which I was surprised by, but you got Crew, who's just an annoying tank, super tough to bring down. And you got OG Kylo, who's just spamming turn meter, causing stuns, healing himself up, and then you got Sith Trooper just providing massive damage if you do end up taking one of them out. And he also, as you can look in his kit right here, this is where he does the massive damage. It's not too, doesn't do too much damage unless obviously characters are taken out. Then you got his regular, and then you got this right here, dispel all debuffs on First Order and Sith allies and grant them advantage. And so that is huge, so I love that. Alright, you got this team that's surprisingly difficult. You have Poggle right here with his lead, which gives 30% offense, and then also droid allies recover 10% health whenever they attack out of turn or damage a target locked enemy, which you have that going on with B1, and then Droidica doing his assist, so he's constantly healing, and obviously he has damage immunity, and then he can just blow you away. And then so you got that extra offense, you got them healing. Obviously it doesn't affect B1 too much, but his stacks will build since Grievous is not there to take them away, so you have to attack him. Poggle's in there to make your life annoying as well, and not only with his leadership, but then you have this as well, so it dispels all debuffs on all allies and grants them 4% turn meter. So it's just it's really actually a really good team, and it will surprise your opponent. And then we have Dooku with Asajj and Zombie. Have to kill Asajj a couple times unless you bring in like a Nihilus or Mando. You got Dooku putting them under stealth, so Asajj and Dooku are under stealth while you're just sitting there attacking Zombie over and over and over again and not being able to get to them. And you got Dooku stunning you, shocking you, so it's that is a difficult team. I look forward to, I almost had Dooku at gear 13. I had his piece ready, and then 3 Baka came out, and so I used those resources to relic him. Alright, then we got the Newt team. Newt is just annoying. You got your protection there with Magna Guard. You got Jango, who's immune at the beginning and does a massive damage. And you got Newt, who's just going to extort you to death. After that, we got Rex, R2, and Barris. R2, I don't have him. I have him somewhat fast, not as fast as I had him in the past, but it's quick enough to where he can put the team under stealth, except for Barris. So you're left attacking her, and in the meantime, you're just juicing up Rex. You're just increasing their turn meters over and over again. So Rex gets to annihilate pretty quick. Then you got R2, who's spreading his buffs through number crunch. You have him stunning, you got burning, and so that is an annoying team to deal with. We got Kieran, Ness, and Han. I like this team as well. It is Traya fodder, so the goal is obviously to try to get them to use Traya earlier, which is why I have, as you see down below, I have Padme, hoping they'll use Traya there, and then that'll leave hopefully Nest open to cause havoc with whoever you're going to bring in. You got Stormtrooper Han with his taunt. He gets protection when you're hitting him. He's providing turn meter when he's actually taunting. Then you got the Kira lead, who is also granting protection recovery, and then with the tank, you're also getting the critical avoidance that you're getting to put on Stormtrooper Han, so it's just going to make him harder to bring down. And then obviously Nest, you know what Nest brings. She's super annoying. So I have a higher tenacity Nest than before. I keep debating back and forth between fast or high tenacity. Right now I have her high tenacity, so I don't know which one's better at this point. They both seem to perform about the same as far as when I put them on defense. Got Padme. Not much needs to be said there. And then I have Old Ben, Chewy, and Han. Old Ben lead. You get the evasion, and then when you are able to evade, you get turn meter. You got him guarded with Chewy, so he's not going to take those critical hits. And hopefully at the same time, he's going to be evading. Chewie will be evading, Han will be evading, whoever is going to be evading is just going to provide turn meter. They're just going to go. You got Han going off the bat. So that's going to be a tough team. And then you got Old Ben, obviously, with what he can do. And when you do finally get him down, he can spread all those buffs to the rest of the team. He's got the taunt, he's got the turn meter removal, he's got the ability block. So it's that should be a fun team to deal with. And then I have this Clone Wars Chewy team. Basically supposed to be like a 2-turn team. You got Vader, who's just going to keep bringing you back if you don't take care of him. You got L3, who's constantly taunting, so there's no way to really get around her because she cleanses herself. Prepared is always being put around because of the defense up that Clone Wars Chewy provides. So that's annoying. That is an annoying team. It's almost like a timeout team. And again, if you finally do take out Clone Wars Chewy, at that point, time's probably run out, and so you're gonna have to bring in another squad. But that is how many teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12 teams. So one of those is going to be sitting on the bench. And it's probably going to be the Clone Wars one. I'm not sure yet. And then we have offensive teams. Gas. We obviously know gas is gas. There's not much. I don't have to say too much about gas. And I have Ahsoka in there. Most of the time you don't need Ahsoka. Gas will just be able to handle things on his own. Then we got this Geo team with Watt. I originally had this on defense because it does do a really good job on defense. I wanted it for offense just because of the amount of health and protection you get, and obviously the damage it does as well. So it should be an easy max banner team. Darth Revan, he's kind of, I don't really want to use him often. I might put him on defense. I don't know. It all depends on what the other opponent has. I kind of have him in there just as a backup for a second squad to take out a Rey or a Supreme Leader Kylo. Otherwise, he's not going to get you much banners unless you can just outrun the other team, because there's really no recovery on this team. So once they get hit, that's pretty much it. Except for HK, he can recover, and Murata can recover health. I don't think of protection, but anyway. Then we got Bosk. They're mainly there for the Night Sisters. Again, max banner team. I was originally put them on defense. Thought they'd be better on offense just for banner purposes. You got Basila with Jedi Knight Luke and Hermit Yoda. Again, should be a max banner team. Have CLS with 3PO and 3 and I don't know, I still might put them with Han and Chewy. They're kind of, I'm not really sure. This should be a great team. I have my CLS quick, so it should get out in front, and then you got the exposes, you got the constant assist from 3 so it should be a great offensive team that will take out an enemy pretty quick before really any damage is done to you. And we got Supreme Leader Kylo. I have it with Hux and Thrawn just as a Rey counter, and should also work versus this Supreme Leader Kylo counter. I will have problems probably if they have both Galactic Legends. I'll hopefully try to do some testing today against Rey to see if there is, because really the only thing that worked the last 3v3 was Supreme Leader Kylo against Rey, and I don't know if the addition of 3 if that improves anything. My guess is it doesn't, just because there's only 3 characters, so I don't really see that. But we do now have Jedi Knight Luke, and I don't know if there's something that could be done with Jedi Knight Revan and Jedi Knight Luke that can impact possibly beating Rey. So I'm going to try to do that testing today and see if there's something can be done. We got Traya. Not really much to be said there. Then we got the Jedi Knight Revan. And right now this is the makeup of the team, but depending on if I can get it to work versus Rey, that might change, because it might be a Jedi Knight Revan with Luke, and I'm not really sure who the third one would be. It might need to be Gas, so that would obviously change things up. But we'll find out after we do testing. Then we got Vader with Shore and Wampa. Vader should go out really quick. We got Wampa, who will just add to Vader with the dazes and damage over times. You got Shore, who's going to provide that crit hit immunity and provide turn meter and health. So that should be an awesome offensive team. You got Shock and the clones. Right now I have Arc and Fives in there. Obviously Echo can be thrown in there too, because I don't think I really have him anywhere. You got JTR with the Bros. And then you got the Finn team. These are just kind of extra teams for hopefully there's no leftover, but if there is leftover, then maybe they can get some work done. So let's count our offensive teams. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have extra offensive teams. Hopefully, like I said, you'll never need to use these extra ones. And then on the bench, I still have characters out there that can be used to come up with something if needed. Zalbar, Ezra, Echo, they could do something. Hell, I got Leia also. So there's other things that can be done. But those are going to be my teams for offense and defense, at least for now. Things will be subject to change, especially if I can find another counter to Rey or even Kylo. Maybe the Jedi Knight Revan with Jedi Knight Luke, because of how well it does with 5v5. Maybe that will work against 3v3. We'll just do basically the same type of thing. You'll just swap to Jedi Knight Luke, stun everyone, and then you get Hoda in there, give Master's Training to Jedi Knight Luke, and I don't think Supreme Leader Kylo can get to his ultimate, and then you'll be able to do enough damage to take them out. So That still might work. So it might be more of a, that might be the Supreme Leader Kylo counter, and then Supreme Leader Kylo against Rey will be the Rey counter. But it'd be nice to just find another Rey one anyway, instead of having to bring in a billion teams, whittle her down, and then on like the 15th battle finally take her out. But so that is it. Hopefully these teams will help you out, give you some suggestions that will get you some wins, and provide some championship victories to you. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, that helps me out a ton. And there is a place in the comments, a link where you can donate, which would also help out the channel significantly. I greatly appreciate any donations that you guys can throw my way, no matter how small or how large it might be. Everyone have a fantastic day. Kiyoe out.